Found a wet spot and another hole, and it's in the very bottom. Oh. Alright guys, I'm coming to you from where I shouldn't be. Standing in the bottom of my pond on dry dirt. So I dug this pond about 3 years ago, and it held water pretty good. And then while the water table was up, well, when the water table went down, my water went down with it. And what I have is holes that appear about that big, or maybe a little smaller, that appear and put water in the pond, but then when the water table goes down, they go out that hole. So how do I fix that? Does anybody know? There's got to be somebody out there that knows how to fix it. So, but the holes are actually a little bit higher up on the pond. So what I'm doing now is I'm digging. As long as it's dry, we got a dry summer here in Georgia. As long as it's dry, I'm digging. And this behind me was probably about 3 to 4 foot deep now. And I probably got it about 7 foot now. And I'm into some really good clay dirt. So I'm gonna keep digging. Like I said, as long as it's dry. I actually got fish in it. I had some big brim. And believe it or not, I don't have much water left. But I still have fish out there. Bless their heart. But as long as they're alive and I'm feeding them and they're eating, then I'm gonna keep them there. If they get to where they look like they're dying, then I'm gonna move them to a river, a stream, or a lake. All right, I'm gonna show you around the pond. This is crazy, but right here is one place that I had that had the holes that come out in the bank. I mean, it was big time, like 15 holes around that bank. So I put me a redneck retaining wall, which is some old trailer skirts that goes down. You see them going down the road on a tractor and trailer. So I put that fiberglass liner up and filled it in with red clay. It's not beautiful now, but I think I blocked off probably 15 holes where my water was leaving. Very good hard clay on the bottom. To my neighbors, I know you hate me for the dirt. I've got dirt piled everywhere, but someone's coming to get it. You can see up on the hill, that's dirt big as a house. And then let me turn around here without making you dizzy. There's another big pile. And I've actually already got rid of like probably 30 dump truck loads of dirt. So sorry neighbors, still love you, and I'll try to be a good neighbor. I don't know if you could tell, but the water level was about right here. When I say where the dirt level was about right here when I started digging a few weeks back. Now, as you can tell, look over there, it's over my head here. And like this was 3 to 4 foot. Now it's, when the water fills up, it should be 7 foot or so. And I'm still digging. I would love to have brim in here, that big brim that I can have kids come over and just get the rod snatched out of their hand. That's my deal. And I got a grandson, so baby Jax, I want you to be able to fish here and catch some of those brim. Alrighty, I'm gonna get the tractor and dig some more, and we'll see what happens. So when I'm digging, I found a hole. It's about as big as a golf ball, and it's weird because it's black around it and it's just muddy in it, but it's dry. So all my water in my pond, that's probably where it went, is a hole like this. So I don't know exactly what to do, but this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to pipe it. I'm going to put a piece of 4-inch Schedule 40 pipe in it, where my hole's in the middle, like this, down this way. Then I'm going to cement around it, and I'm going to cut it off even with the top of where I want my water to be in the pond. So during the rainy season, the water should come out of the pipe into the pond, but then when the water goes down, the water shouldn't leave the pond, or not at least in that hole. Now, is this going to work? I don't know. This is going to be one of them things that's time's going to tell. So keep up with the channel and we'll find out if this does work. And if it don't work, then we know not to do this. And you guys know not to do this. But if it does work, maybe we're on to something. I thought about patching the hole, just packing it with clay. I thought about putting concrete in it. I thought about putting the expanding clay that benadite or whatever it is. But if water's up pushing in it, then I think it's just going to either, if it blocks there, then it's going to come out somewhere else. So that's why I'm going to let it free flow out and hopefully not go in. I'm going to show you the hole. Okay, so here's a hole I've already dug around it with a post hole, and I don't know if you'll be able to see the actual hole. Let me get this out of the way. So what I'm going to do, I have a stick, and I'm going to put this in the hole mainly to keep from plugging the hole, keep dirt from falling in it. And I'm going to dig around it. Then I'm going to put my PVC pipe in it. And tomorrow I'll concrete around it. This pond, I want a pond so bad. There's my hole. So in theory, shouldn't this work? Comment and let me know before this pond gets water in it. But in theory, if the hole's putting water in but taking water out, put the pipe around it, cut it off the top of the water line. When the water wants to come out of the ground, it can come out, but then when it wants to go back in, it can't. Maybe I'm overthinking it, but I do believe I'm gonna go get a 6-inch pipe instead of this 4. All right, guys, I'm back. I'm gonna try to fix my hole, repair my hole, bypass my hole, whatever you want to call it. So what I've done, I took a shorter piece of pipe and I've scrolled the area, I guess you could say, because when I put my top on, I won't be able to see my hole, and I want the whole center of my pipe. I got a piece of 6-inch Schedule 40 pipe, and now I'm going to mix concrete, set my pipe in, and hopefully seal my pond and still let my pond get water from the spring, the wet weather spring. All right, time will tell. Say 160 pounds of concrete, 6-inch PVC. The pipe's I think 10 foot, so I'll probably cut about a foot off of it right there. Time will tell.